In this video, I'm gonna show you the most 10 important tips and tricks for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8T. This is variety stick and let's find out. Tip number 1, the full screen gestures. First, you have to go to enable this feature. You have to go to the phone settings and then the full screen display, and then you should have two options over here. The first one, buttons, which is you're gonna have back, home and recent buttons. This is the classic way for Android, or you can choose full screen gestures. Now just by going to this right now, the buttons will disappear and the whole navigation system is gonna change. Now this will be optional, it will be up to you, but I personally prefer this system. First of all, you don't have these annoying buttons on the bottom, as well as it's just more easier for you to be dealing with the phone. First of all, any point, you can just go to any point on the screen and then you can swap your finger down here, as you guys can see, and you should get the status bar over here just so easily, as you guys can see. First, now by just going to anything like settings, if you want to go back, you have to go from anywhere on the edge and you have to swap, and that should take you back. Now to go to the recent, you have to just go like that, swap your finger. I'll do it again, swap your finger slowly and go up. That should take you to the recent. If you want to just cancel, all you have to do, just do one swap. Doing one swap means it's the home key. If you get used to this, the whole navigation system of the phone, it would be much easy for you. Tip number 2, it would be replacing the back key with a recent key. A lot of people may be coming from Samsung phones. Normally Samsung phone has the back key on the right and the recent key on the left, so that the people get confused. If you get used to this and you want to keep it the way it is, Xiaomi will give you the option. Let me show you how you do it. You go to the phone settings and then you have to go to full screen display, and then you will have mirror buttons. Go ahead and swap on that, and that will swap the buttons. As you guys have noticed, let me do it again. Now the back key should be on the left and the recent should be on the right. Enable mirror buttons, that will swap the back key to the right and the recent to the left. Tip number 3 would be hiding the notch. As you know, this phone has a notch because the camera of the phone, and the company trying to adapt the 19:9 ratio. They're trying to make the bezel thin as possible, but at the same time it makes the phone ugly to some people. Look, this actually cut out in the screen itself, so the screen is not even, and I know a lot of people, they hate that. So Xiaomi also, they're gonna give you a tip where you can actually remove this notch. Let me show you how you can do it. Now we are on the settings, as you can see. Go to full screen display and then hide notch, and that should let the phone look as normal with no notch. So you have the camera over here and the screen. The screen, it might shrink a little bit, it's not gonna be the same size, but hey, if you don't like the notch, you have the option. Tip number 4, I'm going to show you how to save more power in your battery. Plus, I'm going to show you also how you optimize your battery performance. This needs to be done. You have to go to the phone settings and then you have to go to battery and performance. Now you will see two different options over here. That's what we need. Battery optimization, you go to this and the phone will scan all the apps on the background and kills all these applications, so that way the phone will stop draining the battery from the apps on the background. But this, you have to do it every time you need to clean your device. If you forget this, the phone will drain battery without you know, because this is something you have to go to the option, manually do it, and this will help you a lot. Now there is another thing also will help you out. Just choose the application. Now I'm gonna show you how to set some applications to the restrict mode. So by choosing, let me choose for instance, my Talking Tom 2, and then you can choose I want save power because I play this game frequently, and this game drains the battery because it stays on the background and I don't kill it. And then you can use restrict background activity and just hit OK, and now the game is restricted. So when you play the game, even if you push the home key, the game will be restricted for using power in your device, and that will help you out to have more power in your device and keep the battery in a good shape. Tip number 5, we're going to show you how to use the phone in one hand. So we're going to shrink the screen to make it more usable to use your phone in one hand. Let me show you how you do this. Go to setting, and then you have to go to additional settings, and there is one-handed mode. When you go over here, you must enable that feature first. Now as you guys can see, you will have 3 different options. You have to choose the size of the screen. Now if you navigate your finger on the back key to the home key, the phone actually will shrink the screen. There you go. Now the screen is smaller. Now if you want to go from the right to the left, that depends if you are right-handed or left-handed. Go to the home to the back key. There you go. Now if you don't need this, tap on this area and everything should be back as normal. You can keep it the way it is, or you can just disable that feature, and then by accident the phone doesn't go to the one-hand mode. Tip number 6, the quick ball. Before we go through what the quick ball is, let me go ahead and show you how we can enable this quick ball. You will have to go to phone settings and then additional settings, and then you will see a quick ball. If you just enable, turn on, and just go. If you go to the edge over here, you will see arrow over here. If you swap, that will give you a circle or a ball. If you tap on this ball, they will give you a lot of shortcuts. For instance, you can go to the recent, you can screenshot, you can go to the home screen, and by the way, those can be adjustable. You have to go to the settings and then you can choose what type of shortcut you want. So this, in my opinion, something useful, especially if you are playing video games or watching videos and you want the shortcuts and you don't see these Android keys over here. Those shortcuts can be very useful. Tip number 7, authorization and reduction. And this tip is all about security, protecting your phone from other companies stealing your information and sell it to a marketing agency. Let me show you how you can actually stop the phone of stealing your information. First, you have to go to the settings. Also, you have to go to additional settings and then authorization and reduction. As you guys can see, most of MIUI operating system pre-installed applications are available over here, and you can stop all these applications. If we stop one, for instance, and let's try this one, you will get a message revoking authorization. After you revoke the authorization, the app will stop collecting data and all the related data will be deleted from the server, which is great for people care about their own security thing, especially the people don't trust Chinese devices like the Xiaomi. Tip number 8, quick camera launch by the power button. And let me show you how you can do it. A lot of people, they want to take a picture at the same time, they don't want to spend much time to unlock the screen and then go to the camera application and capture the picture. I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. Go to the phone settings, because first you have to enable that feature, and you will have to go to more or additional settings, and there is button gestures shortcut, and the first one, launch camera. You have to go and double press the power button. You have to select that, and then even if the phone is off like that, double tap on the power key. That should launch the camera so quickly. Tip number 9, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot as quick as possible. And I know a lot of people know how to take screenshots, especially with this phone, power and volume down at the same time. But this is, in my opinion, inconvenience. And sometimes either you click the down key and adjust the volume, or sometimes you turn off the device by accident. Or you can go to the status bar over here, and there is a scissor over here. Once you click on that, the phone must take a screenshot, as you guys can see. Let me show you a different way, actually more convenient, easier for you to be dealing with. First, go to where you want to take the screenshot, and then bring 3 fingers and just swipe down, just like that, and you take the screenshot with less hassle. Tip number 10, apps lock, means you can put a password, fingerprint, or a pattern for the application that you don't need anybody else beside you to go and check this application. How you can do this? First of all, you have to go to the settings, and if you scroll down there, you will see app lock. First, you have to unlock it, and then, for instance, I'm going to choose WhatsApp. There you go. So I put lock on WhatsApp. Now if I go to WhatsApp in the phone, trying to go to WhatsApp, so basically no one will access to WhatsApp except you, so you have to put your password. But I realized something, like if you just unlock WhatsApp, and even if you clean the WhatsApp from the history and you're trying to go back to it, it's not going to ask you for the password. I believe this should take more time to lock again. In my opinion, I would prefer this to happen immediately as far as I take it off the recent, but that's not the case here. But it's still very useful tip and feature for people looking for more security in their devices. And I know there is a lot more features and tips I did not cover in this video, but I believe these are the top 10 important tips and tricks for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8T. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Just make sure if you find this video helpful to give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I will see you around in the next video. Peace.